You need to shut down, you need to mute all other people and focus on your goals. Whatever that is, whatever. As long as you believe in yourself and only be with people that support you. My name is Erko Jun. I'm a professional MMA fighter coming from the fitness bodybuilding world, so two separate worlds. I've been training all my life, honestly. I was always into sports, but having an injury left me starting with fitness, with lifting weights. And that's how I fell in love with iron. In my teenage times, I was loving to hang out, to go out, visiting clubs, but I was also doing kickboxing. It gave me a really serious injury. There was an accident in the gym, in the kickboxing club, and it left me paralyzed from my knee till toe, my right leg, and it was a really serious injury, and the doctors told me that it's really serious, so they needed like 6 months treatment, trying with electric pulses to give a feeling back in my feet. At this time, for me, it was like a joke. I didn't took it serious because I was young. I loved going out. I loved problems. But in this time, the doctors told me you need to start with fitness to strengthen your legs, because after 6 months, finally, thank God, the doctor gave me back feeling in my leg, in my foot. So I was really happy. My parents were really happy, and but he told me, listen, you will not be able to use your leg anymore for 100%. You know, you need to start with weightlifting and to strengthen up the legs, the quads, the hamstrings, so that your legs become stronger. And that's what I did. I went to the gym and started lifting weights, and immediately fell in love with it. Fitness means a lot to me, honestly, because it's something that gave me discipline. But the fitness, it kept me on the right path. And also, of course, thanks to Bill Richardson, the man who changed my life, because he introduced me in the old school gym, and he showed me the discipline. He showed me the love for bodybuilding, the fitness. So for me, it means a lot. The hardest part of this journey was the time I had this injury and being with bad friends. It was really easy to go on the wrong path, you know? So the hardest part at this time was sticking to the right path and making the right choices. And thanks to fitness, thanks to bodybuilding, thanks to Bill Richardson, I could make that decision, you know? And of course, seeing my mother in this time, seeing my mother cry and being sad when I came home very late, fighting outside or stuff like that, she was not happy, you know? My mother was working every day to give something to have a future together. At this time, this was the hardest time, but to make the decision to go to the gym, train, and put all my focus there, that separated me from all the bad stuff. And seeing my mother happy again, and then I started competing, so that was a lifetime change. Very good question. That was, let's say, when I was 28 years old, I had a DM of Roberto Soldic. He's a very good friend of mine. He's also a professional MMA fighter. And he asked me to come visit Germany and to help him in a promotion video that we were shooting for a German TV channel. And that's what I did. I said to him, okay, I'm come there. And I liked it, you know, I liked the challenge to go there, to do something different. And I went over there, helped Roberto with the video, trained him a little bit, strength training for the promo video. It started like that. Eventually, I went to the fight, his first fight in KSW. That was for a championship belt. I was amazed by the show. It was unbelievable, unbelievable. I got goosebumps all the time when I was there. It was like 15,000 people, 20,000 people, all watching fights in the cage, and it's really funny because in this time I was with Ivan, that is my manager for the fights. I told him like, "Wow, this is crazy, you know. I never expected it's such a big thing." And there was a fight of two heavyweight guys in this night when Roberto fought, and I told him like, I would love to fight these guys. I know I can beat them, you know, even though I didn't fight for so many years. And I mean, I only did kickboxing, taekwondo. MMA is a totally different sport. It's ground game, wrestling. So there's so many aspects of mixed martial arts. So I said to him, I want to fight these guys. And that's what happened, really. Like a couple of weeks later, I trained a little bit for fun, and Ivan told me, listen, KSW would be interested to give you a fight, you know, because you're popular in the fitness world, bodybuilding world, and it could attract new viewers, new audience for KSW. Of course, I knew that as well, because otherwise they would never give me a fight, you know, in such a big promotion. So it was really a big thing, and that's what happened, you know. I got a contract a few weeks later, and they asked me, you want to fight before the summer? That was 3 months later. I only started MMA like in January, so 3-4 months later, I had a professional fight in KSW. Can you imagine that? That was insane, really. So I took it really serious, because every Monday I went to Germany and I stayed there 3-4 days. Actually, the whole week in the beginning. I slept there in the apartment above UFD gym, and made my, let's say, preparation for the fight. So in the beginning, I got my ass beat, really, like my ass every week, really. I got like blue eyes, nose broken, ribs that hurt, legs, everything, you know. And I came back every time. I came back because for me, every challenge in my life, everything what I did all kinds of things. I see it as a challenge, and I see a challenge to myself, you know, especially like I want to prove people wrong, because when I accepted the fight, there were tons of people that told me like, what are you doing, man? You can't do that, you know? It's impossible, 3-4 months to have a fight, professional fight, and you never have stepped in the cage, and you know, you come from bodybuilding, fitness, but that's what drove me, you know? That's what gave me the power, gave me the energy to do that. And that's what I did. So I took it really serious. I trained hard, and 4 months later I had a fight coming in that arena, 18,000 people. Man, crazy, really, believe me. It's something that I can't really explain you how the feeling is unless you really feel it yourself, you know? So I stepped in that arena, and there were moments that I thought like, man, I want to go away from this, man. You know, like, what am I doing here? This is nothing for me. I understand that this is a feeling that will always be there. For me, it was unbelievable. And of course, that night, making the knockout of the night, showing everyone that it's possible if you really want something, that was the main part that gave me even more energy to continue this path. Why did you choose Biotech USA? Well, first of all, it's a nutrition company that I know for 10-15 years, especially because of Ulysses. You know, I met Ulysses as well in Los Angeles when I was working there at the expo. He was promoting Biotech USA even in that time. So I knew it's a big company, and there were a lot of people telling me like what amazing products they have and what they are doing, and that they are growing so much, so big. And that was like the biggest motivation for me to be able to be a part of this big company one day in my life. And eventually it happened, thank God, and I'm really happy, and I'm proud to be an ambassador for the company, for Biotech USA, and to show the people what for amazing products they have. My tip for the people, what I would give for everyone, is to, first of all, believe in yourself. That's the main part. Believe in yourself, and never, never, ever, ever listen to other people, what they have to tell you, really, because that's the biggest part that most people confuses and why they don't reach their goal. You know, the biggest part because of what other people say, and that's really important. You need to shut down, you need to mute all other people and focus on your goals, and only be with people that support you. You know, also people, honest people that can tell you, hey, listen, for example, Erko, this is not for you, man. You have to watch out a little bit, you know, be careful with that. This is also important, you know. So surround yourself with people that are good for you, that can push you, and mute the other people that have comments about what you're doing or have doubt, you know. Use that as fuel. Yeah, guys, so finally you can hear me talk a little bit doing this interview and doing this video. I did it especially for you guys so that you can know me a little bit better. And I also want to say thank you for all your support. Everyone that has been following me and that has been sending me messages during my fighting career, or even before, if you follow me for a longer time. I love that. I appreciate you guys. I always try to be 100% myself to anyone, you know, and stay motivated. And thanks to you guys, I can also achieve my goals, you know. So I love the sport. Thank you for that. Let's have a crazy end of the year, 2023. Thank you, guys. I also want to say a big thanks to BioTech USA for being there with me to support me as an MMA fighter. And see you on the next fight.
BioTech USA, the feeling of success.